Hello everyone, welcome to the quarterfinals of the FTX Road to Miami. And one of the highlights of this round is Wei Yi's win over Samuel, the previously unbeaten Sevian of the United States of America. Okay, Wei Yi won the Blitz playoff. Let's check it out. He started with B3. Yes, this is Adiban's favorite, the Beast's favorite B3. Okay, the Larson. D5, bishop into B2. Another way here is to stop that dark square diagonal with E5, bishop B2 here, knight into C6. And then white would try to go for E3, playing bishop B5 next. You can stop it with A6 if you want to. Yeah. Stopping bishop B5, and then white will go C4. Yeah. Then D5. But here, Sevian went for D5. He already played bishop B2, bishop F5. Black's approach, the reverse London. Yeah, the reverse London system, D3, E6. Knight E2, knight F6. We went for the double fianchetto of his bishops, H6 bishop G2. Later on, also we will discuss Duda's win against Nishigiri. It was also a double fianchetto with black. Bishop E7, knight G, F3, castles. Okay, bishop H7, queen E1. Now this has transposed into a Kia type of game, or the King's Indian attack type of game for white. C5, knight E5, knight D7, takes, E4, knight C6, of course, F4. That's the point of putting that bishop on G2. Then you can push your pawns, F4, G4, yes. Rook C8, queen F2, knight into B4, rook FC1, protecting C2. And D takes E4, maybe the start of a wrong plan for black. I mean, you need to keep the tension here. It's better to expand with B5 instead of playing the takes. Okay, let's say A3 here, you just go back to C6. Okay, white, for example, plays G4. Then maybe the timing would take. With B5, it's different. Okay, knight takes on E4. Then you can capture bishop takes E4. It's happening in the game, bishop takes E4. But now you have, let's say, F5 here, takes, so G4, A takes F5. Then you can exchange it with bishop F6. Now, if white doesn't go G4, okay, let's try a move like rook to maybe F1, for example. Then you can put that knight on D4. Since taking it would then take D4. If queen takes, we have bishop C5, a pin on the king on G1. It won't be possible. So white doesn't have this rook F1 because of knight D4. You just transfer it to a different square, but the attack is still on C2. Okay, if let's say a preparatory move H3, for example, right, you can transfer your bishop to D8 and make a way for B6, right? Okay, let's say king H2 here, put that bishop on B6, yes, now you have C4 coming up. The queen has to find maybe queen F1, and then that pawn break, yeah, creating tension on E4, breaking D3 and B3. That's pretty important in chess, create tension. Because with D takes E4, you release the tension, also you allow white to develop his piece. Now knight takes E4, knight C6. It's also very bad. Give up the pawn. Probably black thought that he has some pressure on the dark square. But a pawn is a pawn, and we just have to play move like king H1 here. Yeah. Colored bishop, queen cannot take. Black thought that he has this pressure in C2, but the queen is attacking the rook here. Bishop F6, and now rook C1, C4, right? Queen E2, bishop into C5, no problem. Now attacking the light squares, keeping that strong bishop, strong outpost on E4. Bishop can either go D5 or these two squares you can control. D5 and E4. Okay, after A3, okay, 1, bishop B4 back, queen G4, takes F5, rook takes F5. Look at the bishop. He can choose wherever, right? E4 or D5. Whatever the bishop pleases, the bishop can go, whether D5 or E4. There's pressure on F7 or H7. And black cannot do anything. There's no knight. There's no light square bishop. Through G6, queen into H5, double the rooks on F7, rook F6, bishop D5, Wei Yi, putting pressure on F7, queen into E7, queen G4 back. Right, we have a discovery, rook takes F6, so rook to E8, E4, blocking the bishop's defense on F6. Rook takes F5, queen takes F5. Pressure on the weakest point, the F7 square. So rook F8, queen D3 back. Bishop into B2, king G2. Queen D6, rook F2. Okay, slowly but surely. Queen into A3. Now, if the bishop goes to A3, white can pick up that pawn on B7 and go back. Yeah, and you have disconnected pass pawns. So the main difference between an active bishop and a passive bishop, that bishop on B2 is misplaced. Queen goes to G6. Actually, it's not just the bishop, but queen on A3 shouldn't be B2. They're attacking nothing. And Wei now starts his checkmate plan on the king. Bishop takes D4, rook takes F7, king shape. Bishop E4, king G8, just gaining time with bishop D5, bishop E4, and finally rook takes B7. After rook F2, king H3, king is safe, queen D6. Here we have checkmate in 2. Light squares are open. It's time to finish the game. Queen H7, here black resigns, of course, the king F8. Queen H8 is checkmate. So with that, Wei Yi makes his way to the semifinals, right? Beating the previously unbeaten Sevian in the quarterfinals. So that's it. Wei Yi in the semis, beating Sam. All right, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing to our channel. Sub Charles Max Chess and Charles Max Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone.